All right, y'all, welcome back. Without further ado, let's get started with the First Day Fighter series. In case you missed in our intro, my name is Brenton. I'm going to be leading us through everything here today, basically explaining the concepts at play.
I'm Connor. I'll be the demo guy. You listen to him and follow along with me. You'll be good.
Perfect. So we're going to start with the basics that every fighter needs to know. The jab and the cross, okay? So these are your straight arm punches, but first we need to be in the proper fight stance in order to throw these punches. So let's talk about that. First things first, nice and balanced, feet shoulder width apart so that you're standing comfortably. We're gonna take our front foot and put it a little bit staggered in front and our back foot slightly staggered behind. Now, if you're a righty, put that right foot back, okay? That's your orthodox stance. If you're a lefty, just reverse it, okay? It'll be clear why the dominant side is the back side in a few seconds here. You'll notice that we don't have our feet too staggered. We want Connor's hips and shoulders to still be relatively squared up to his target, whether that be a heavy bag or an opponent. So from here, we're going to make sure we're protected. So our hands come up into guard. We want to make sure that our hands are protecting our face. Think about gluing them to your temples, your cheekbones, your chin, somewhere that's comfortable up by your head. And then tuck those elbows nice and tight to your rib cage so you're protected from body shots as well. This is your fight stance. You're always returning to this position. You'll notice very balanced, very comfortable. He's ready to move and act athletically. So from here, we're going to throw the jab, which for our right-handed fighters out there is your left hand. This is your snappy little speed punch. Go ahead, Connor, demo that. Beautiful. Straight shot out, straight shot back. You'll notice it's A to B, back to A. No looping, no dropping, no swinging to the outside. Right down the middle. As you do so, turn your palm over. All four knuckles landing flush to the bag, and you retract right back to the guard. One more time, we extend, the hip, the shoulder go with it, and they come right back to that stance. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and do the cross now. This is your power punch. Same basic mechanics here, nice and straight, nice and extended, all at the same height as the shoulder, and pulls it right back to his face. However, notice the lower body, a lot more going on here. We're pivoting off our back foot, driving off the ball of the foot, which allows the hip to rotate. So you see here on the reset, foot comes back to that comfortable 45. On the strike, he pivots over the ball of his foot, bringing that hip and that shoulder forward, generating a lot of power, the entire torso moving as one on the way out, and again, moving as one on the way back, okay? So make that pivot an essential component of your practice here to begin. We're gonna need that in punches to come, but especially on that cross. So there you have it, your jab and your cross. We're gonna spend about the next 30 seconds or so here just practicing that back and forth. So go ahead at home, join in with Connor. I'll be just pointing out a couple last minute things here, such as our breathing. I'll let Connor take that away here. Perfect. Notice he's exhaling on every strike. It's important to remind yourself to breathe, to compress your core nice and tight. So little compressed breaths every time you throw a strike. That's what we're looking for. Hands are staying nice and clean. A to B, back to A. No looping in the arms. Core is tight. Pivot on that right foot, dialed in, hips rotating through. That's a nice jab cross right there. At home, make sure that you make that your standard as well. There you go, jab cross team. Now you're ready to get going.